Hey, welcome back. We have some pens here. These are just in from our friends over at, oh, should I do it? No, I'm not gonna do it. Over at Polish Custom Knives, which means indeed Herman. Epikas are in the box. So let's get into it. I have one, and as per usual, we have two. I always order two because these cost $60 to ship from Poland. So if I have the opportunity, I try and grab two of them and then make one available to someone else that might also want one of these but wants to spend $30 instead of $60 for shipping. I eat the $10, so it costs me $40 instead of $60, and I've done a little something for the community, which part of what I love about this game is doing things with and for other people. It's quite enjoyable to try and help people find really cool pens, cool knives, put things in their hands that they otherwise can't get. And let's see what we've got here. So one of these was the main reason that I purchased. That would be this one. We had a 1 in 2 chance. And hopefully you can see why right away. This is a beautiful, pretty standard, you know, plain titanium, but with a nice hammered grip on it. And I've really been looking to get more of a PJ with that hammered grip and see if I like it, because I did find the laser etch to be a little aggressive, and this does feel like it's a bit better. I'm just not sure if it's perfect or if it's still too slick or whatnot. So I'll spend a little time with it and see what I think. Yeah, these are just really cool pens, and to get one of these with just the right config can be a little tricky. Some people will grab special configs like this pretty quickly. They actually had one of these where they had a hammered grip up here as well, and I thought that was pretty cool. But that's the first one. That's the main one that I was going for here. This one, I'm still a little torn whether it stays or goes. Oh wow, that's much darker than I expected it to be. But a nice sort of bronze color here with their typical eggshell finish on there, and they just do a really nice job on that. So yeah, even their just basic versions, they just do such nice pens. Now in the pictures on this one, I will say it looked more gold than it does in person here. It may just be the lighting, and I'll try and put this over here. Now it's just kind of a darker color than I expected, to be honest. So sometimes you got to be a little careful. On the camera here, it actually does look a little lighter, so it may just be something about this anodized color is a little different in person. This is number 160 here. You can see that, and this one is serial number 162, so very close in the serial numbers, and definitely pleased to get these. These are very cool. One of the things I've noticed with these is over time the mech gets a little smoother, a little easier. So I've had this one for quite a while now, and it is quite smooth by comparison with that one. This is a fairly similar build, all things considered. Like everything else besides the hammering's almost exactly the same. But this one does have a polish on the top as well to kind of, you know, I think sort of better go with the hammering. But man, this thing has become very smooth. So I'm kind of curious, based on the materials they use there, if that's pretty common, that these things smooth up over time, or if I just got lucky on that one. It's hard for me to remember exactly what it was like when it was new, but I have had that one. That's the one I've had the longest now. And yeah, I've just been really impressed how good this one feels when I've gotten other new ones out of the box. So I'd have to spend some time with this and see if by, you know, working it for a while, I get similar results. I've heard a few other people say similar, that over time these get smoother and they do, you know, need a little breaking in, which makes sense given what it is with ball bearings and everything that's going on in this mech. But just, you know, at a glance, the thing that's very compelling to me here is this grip. And let's see if we can just do a little bit of writing here and see what we think. I hate, that's a strong word. I'm not a big fan of the refills that they include in here, which are the Fisher Space Pen refills. They certainly work, but yeah, not my favorite. And this one feels like really no tip wiggle. So that's great to see. But I will actually typically swap this out to a more of a needle nose from Oto. And Oto makes, sorry, I'm at a really bad angle here, one of my favorite refills. So sorry, I can't really write sort of standing up, pointing straight down like this, but you get the point. Cool that they're flexible, Parker size. Take any Parker size refill that you want. And yeah, this thing does feel really good. One of the things I've noticed with these is you can't really get them, if you're pushing here, it's pretty hard to get it to go. So you either want to put your thumb on the top and push to the side, or go right up next to the mech. If you push down here, it can be pretty challenging. In fact, sometimes it just will not go at all. Very interesting how that leverage just doesn't work from down there for whatever reason, but it can be so easy from these, you know, if you're right over the mech. Now, it makes me wonder if there's something about the way that that mech kind of turns there that gets messed up when you're pushing it from a lower point. But overall, very happy with this one. Looks just as great in person as I was expecting. So glad to have it. And yeah, I'm not so sure about this one. My son likes things that are bright gold. This might not be quite bright enough to really to make him happy. So that'll probably save me some money. So I'll probably resell this one to someone that's looking to save a couple bucks on shipping. So feel free to reach out. If you do, same name, Pocket Priorities on Instagram. You can DM me there, or pocketpriorities@gmail. Those are the best ways to get a hold of me when you want to buy something from me. All right, all for now. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.